Hello, YouTube family. Greg D, aka the DCUO Gingerbread Man, back here with another video. Today, I thought that I would show you guys a little experiment. And what I mean by that is, I've been getting a lot of people, whether it be on my videos or my streams as of late, um, people that haven't played the game in a long time or are brand new to the game, don't know what to do, that kind of thing. So what I wanted to do was show you the importance of skill points. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go through my loadout with my allies. We're not going to use the trinket pets. We're not going to use the ally. Well, we're not going to use the allies. We're not going to use the trinket buffs or pets or anything like that. I'm just going to go straight to my loadout, and we're gonna use the Spartan targets here, and I'm going to show you the damage difference between 100, 200, 300, and 400 skill points. And I thought that would be a good way to kind of show uh, the difference between having low skill points and then higher and higher and higher. So before we get into any of that, though, we will show you what I'm using. So as of right now, as you see here, I have 405 skill points, but I only have 100 in my stats here. So essentially, I have flight. Put the one in for the super speed. Now this is a hybrid DPS. This is my main character, so I went with brawling, and we're using the cross weapon combos here as well. I guess I should probably do that as well. So there is 100 points there. You go the brawling, you do the martial arts, and then everything else being hybrid. We actually did have the hybrid, and then your critical attack chance, critical attack damage, and then being hybrid, you want precision and might. So I balanced them out as best as I could. And again, I just want to go through the loadout here, and without the allies, without the trinket pets, trinket buffs, anything like that, and just show you again the difference of like a 10-second parser, just to kind of show you the difference. If anybody is interested, these are what I'm currently using as my allies. We're using Constantine, who is the newest ally. Great for the buffs, using it as a combat ally, especially when you're in alert and raids or any of the open world bounties. Like, you're basically buffing all of your characters. If they stand within it essentially looks like a circle of protection or destruction from sorcery. If any of you are familiar with that animation, it looks pretty much like that. Buffs your characters. Great combat ally, brand new. I think once people catch on and actually get Constantine from the event, a lot of people are going to use this. And then I'm using Batman Who Laughs for the random buffs, whether it be might, dominance, resto, vit, and then of course there's power regen, there's some critical chance, and some health. And then Shazam is great for a support ability as well. You can use Shazam as a combat ally because he does great damage AoE wise. But I personally like the fact that you can get a might precision buff once you use a combat ally with having Shazam in a support spot, if that makes sense. So, again, we're just going to go through my rotation here. Easy peasy. We're not going to use the ally. We're not going to use any of the trinket buffs or anything. And I'm just going to show you what we can do. As you can see there, I mean, we're combat rating, 474, nothing major. And I'm just going to go through, and we're just going to show you. So, like 4 million damage. We're literally just going to roll through. There's a 7, I think, there. There's that. There's a 5. So we're like 4 or 5, maybe peaking at 7. Let's see. There's a 7. But again, we're just going to show you the difference. And then as you can see here, 7. Another 7. Down. Not using any of the trinket stuff. Got to wait for stuff to cool down. 5. So 7, if you hit it just right, more than likely you're probably in the 4 to 5 million range over 10 seconds with 100 skill points. Okay. I also probably should mention as well that we are using currently. This is pre 5 artifact slots. Strategist card, transformation card, and the Tantu Totem, which are all currently sitting at level 200. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop out of combat here. Wait for it, pop out of combat. Wait for it, pop out of combat. There it goes. All right, so now we're going to add another 100 skill points. So what I'm going to do is we're going to go down here, and we're going to add 50, and then we're going to come down here, and we're going to add 50. So then we will be essentially at 200 skill points. So now let's see what the difference is. Again, I know I keep repeating myself. No allies, no buffs or anything. We're just going to hit it again. So I probably should just keep it over here, just to kind of be consistent here. But here we go. So with 100 skill points, we were hitting again. We were hitting 4, 5 million, 8, 7 if you hit it just right. So there's a 5-er. There's a 7 again. Just yeah, we got 7 there. 7 again. See, 6. So we're consistently hitting higher already. Even with the difference of 100 skill points, we were definitely hitting higher than we were. I'm not even going to use the supercharge either. Just roll through normally like this is, you're just playing along here. C5, almost 6 again. There's a 7 with the artifact in there. Once you get the aspect from the artifacts. Even the peak numbers are definitely higher. So we were averaging, 4 to 5 million with 100 skill points. With 200 skill points, we're right around that 6 million range, peaking in the high 7s, close to 8. And yeah, okay, there's a 4. We're running out of power here in this case too, which doesn't help. But yeah, so we're at 5, 6. Okay, so now we're going to do this again, and we will add 50 more. Let's wait. Get out of combat here. Come on, get out of combat. Get out of combat. Come on, you can do it. Come on. There we go. All right, so we're going to do 50 more. So we're going to add 50 into here. We're going to go down here. There's 50 there. And we're going to add 50 more there. Okay. And now we'll try it again. Same thing. Let's see what we get. So, just gonna pop. La 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 la. So we're starting off with 4 plus 5. There's 8, so as you can see, peak numbers are definitely higher. Peak numbers are definitely doing better. Out of power, unfortunately, there. But even so, like, there you go, 6 million down there. 6.5 million, I should say, 7. So as you can see, per each, 100-point bump, essentially, not only are your peak numbers going up, but your average numbers are going up ever so slightly per 100 skill points. Now, of course, this will be much different if you go ahead and do a might type loadout, for sure. And I'm running out of power again, so that doesn't help me. But yeah, we're definitely hitting at least above 6 more consistently, peaking over 8. And now we'll go ahead and throw our final skill points in here. Let's see. So I need to do 50 there. We'll do 50. Oops. Do 50 here. And then I can go 2. We'll just say 2 on the might. So we're pretty much even. And now using all 405 of our skill points, let's see what we got. We're just going to roll through again. Now, obviously, these numbers will be much bigger if you're using your allies, if you're using your trinket pets, your whatever. So, so we're averaging well over 7. Got a 7 now. Yeah, so we're definitely averaging higher. So if you're in that 100 skill point, whoops, messed that up. If you're in that 100 skill point range, I mean, I was averaging 4 to 5, and now I'm averaging between 6 and 8 with the 400 skill points. So I mean, that's over the course of 10 seconds. That's easily an extra 2 million damage there. So, and again, not using a supercharge, not using any kind of buffs. Not using ally, not using an orbital strike, nothing. We're just going straight loadout. Of course, I'm running out of power again, but yeah, we're easily in that 6 to 8 range there. Obviously, once you have the power reset, there. But so yeah, I just wanted to show that off as kind of like a little experiment, just to show you. Especially for, again, those players that are coming back or who are new, the differences that can be had, especially if you're trying to grind out feats and grind out skill points, or you're questioning if you should. Obviously, you want to get your artifacts up, maxed out as high as you can, 160 at least, 200 if able, but skill points, skill points, skill points also hold an important role. So don't forget, don't neglect your skill points. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to conclude this video right here. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe for more. And until next time, see you soon.